I would say the toughest story I ever had to cover was 9/11.
Where were you?
It became personal because this wasn't a story in some far-off country. This was in my own backyard. I was home. It was the mayoral primary that day. I received a call from my daughter about 10 after 9 and telling me about it, and I couldn't believe it. Of course, turned on the television set, and I lived just across the river, so I could look out the window and I could see the smoke billowing. But it was impossible to get into the city because New York City was closed. I managed to get down to the ferry and thought, okay, I'll get across. And they wouldn't let me on the ferry. Only people were coming across. I spied a pleasure boat over the gas dock. I ran over there, and fortunately, the man happened to be a viewer of Channel 11. He knew who I was. He said, sure, come aboard. Got across the river, and it was, I use the word surreal because it was. Here was the black smoke coming northward, and here was the white wake behind us. We got over to the city, and here were the lines of people trying to get on boats, getting away from it all. And I was pressed into the anchor desk that day because our chief anchor was on vacation and everyone had to move around, and I sat there for hours. And it was heartbreaking. It was difficult. And I have to say, you know, they say sometimes reporters are emotionless, that we're cold-hearted and all. But that was a moment I was on the air, and I remember once or twice my eyes got watery. And a tear did come down one point, and I wasn't ashamed. I wasn't embarrassed of it because I was a part of that story. This was my home. And talking to people who came into the studio, I remember one woman in particular, her husband, she said, he's an adventurous man. I know he has survived, and he was up on the top floor, and we knew it just couldn't be possible. And it was heartbreaking, heartbreaking.
Never miss a beat. Subscribe to Larry King Now and watch new episodes every day.